It's time for the absolutely, I'm on my way, completely, I'm almost there, random, why are there so many stairs? Podcast. Oh, jeez! With Andrew Rhodes. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another fun-filled and exciting episode of the absolutely, completely random podcast. That's right, it's Saturday, January 18th, 2020. Holy crap, we're 18 days into this new year, and so much stuff has happened. But anyway, welcome. Benzinu konnichiwa. Aloha. How you doing? Hugh. And all the other ways that Lego Island taught me how to say hello. Yes, I learned from Lego Island. But anyway, what do I have to talk about this week? Well, I got a lot, believe it or not. GameStop's nails in the coffin just keep on coming, as they're one of the many stores that just did not hit their sales goals for the holidays. It sucks to be retail right now, hence why I'm trying to find a better job. Yeah, it's not getting anywhere, but still. Look, I'm all for getting healthy, but some of these players are pushing themselves and their bodies to the limit, speedrunning Nintendo's Ring Fitness game. Yeah, that's right, we talking about that. Disney has done the unthinkable. They have gotten rid of Fox from 20th Century Fox. You trust me, you'll understand when I talk about it. Well, if you ever wanted to get into the anime industry, don't work for the Pokemon anime. Apparently and reportedly, they pay less than a convenience store job. That sucks. The next Smash Brothers character was finally revealed, and no, it was not me. My invitation must have been lost in the mail, like the snow brush that I ordered from a catalog, but still, nonetheless, the new character in the 5th and final DLC was revealed. Final Fantasy VII's remake has been delayed until April. It's just fun. And in a humorous bit of news, a Utah man got his sorry ass locked inside of a 24-hour fitness. For those of you wondering how in the hell that's possible, you'll just have to wait till I get to that part and explain it. But it's gonna be funny. But all that this week, possibly some chips, who knows, here on the absolutely, completely random podcast. And before we get any further into this, you know the song and dance by now. Hey, feel free to swing over to ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. That's my eBay store. Well, okay, it's not technically a store. It's mostly just my eBay account, and that's where I sell some of my stuff. I am trying. I know I keep saying this every week, but you have to realize I am not the world's greatest in time management. Trying to get newer stuff up on there. I have a crap ton of DVDs that I got to put up on there that I just have not gotten around to doing it yet. It's just a matter of I don't have the time, or when I feel like doing it, I don't have them immediately by me, and then something else catches my attention. It's sort of like that whole rabbit hole thing that I find one thing to do, and then next thing you know, it's 7 hours later, my pants are off, and I'm getting weird looks from my stuffed animals. But then again, that's my own problem in my own time. It's just the way it is. But yeah, feel free to swing over to my eBay page, ARHOADS-2012, all lowercase, by the way. And don't forget, swing on over to Twitter at Otaku Roads, or Otaku Roads, or however you want to pronounce it. That's my official Twitter page, actually mine, and I am on there a lot. Yeah, I pretty much hang out on Twitter. And I do have a Web Designer 18 Facebook page. I'm not on there as much as I'd like to be, but then again, I don't do Facebook as much as I used to. I should probably get back into Facebook, but who knows. But anyway, I'm multitasking. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere and everywhere. Everywhere and everywhere? That doesn't sound... Oh, well, you get the idea. Anyway, check me out, and welcome to the podcast. Okay, so for those of you that are new to my channel and to this podcast, this is usually the part where I go, how my week went. And I'm on my second week of a goddamn unexpected vacation. Now, all right, let me explain that. Let me rephrase that, I should say. Not entirely unexpected. With inventory going on right now where I work at, I was expecting a week-long vacation. I was not expecting a 2-week-long vacation. But then again, yeah, it's got its drawbacks. The first of which being that I was hoping to have the 28th off because I forgot my grandfather had a doctor's appointment, and I like having the other vehicle around just in case his car craps out, but yeah, I forgot about that, so I have to be at work by 3, and Grandpa's appointments that day are at 11 and 1:20, so yeah, better hope his car starts and runs and works that day. Otherwise, I have to call work and tell them I can't make it, and that'll be fun explaining that to my boss. She'll lose her mind. But anyway, yeah, it has its drawbacks, basically. So, week 2 of a 2-week vacation, unexpected extra week here. And yeah, it's been fun. I kind of alluded to the one thing in what I'm talking about. My mom and I ordered some stuff out of this catalog that she gets, and 2 of the 3 things we ordered arrived. I mostly got them for her. The one exception for all 3 of us in the house to use was the snow brush to clean off the cars, which, according to the tracking information that my mom checked a little bit ago, was delivered at like 13 minutes to 1, and it wasn't delivered because the mail didn't come to our place till about 3:30. What does that tell you? So that's going to be fun trying to solve that problem. Otherwise, yeah, it's been just one of those weeks. I didn't really record any new videos. I put up the videos that I had left over. That's mostly it. Although I did try something. I did. Can't even talk tonight. I did try 2 new things this week. One of them was that pan DiGiorno pizza. That was actually pretty good. I mean, now DiGiorno is the Cadillac of frozen pizzas. I just want to stress that. Because I can rant about pizza till I'm blue in the face. There are things you don't put on pizza. There are things you do put on pizza. But DiGiorno is the Cadillac of frozen pizza. They are the Cadillac of you set it, you forget it, you make it you make it at home. And the grocery store that I go to had it on sale. So on Wednesday, as I figured, I'm going to be going to work Wednesday, I got a pizza. But I didn't have to work on Wednesday, so I had to go down to the post office anyway, so I just stopped there on the way home, picked up the pizza, and I'm like, I'm debating if I want to make this today for lunch or Thursday for lunch, because I was still thinking yet that I was going to have the 28th off, and unbeknownst to me now I don't, unless something happens, but I don't. So I'm a little bummed, but yeah. So I'm thinking, well, I could save that for either the Friday after I help out with our inventory, or the Tuesday, which would be the 28th, after I'm done helping with the other store's inventory. And just save it for that Wednesday afterwards, which I'm liable to do. So there's going to be that much fun. But it was good. I'm not going to lie. It was tasty. It was really filling. It was, oh, God, was it good. Oh, God, was it good. I also tried a new hamburger helper tonight because of the snowstorm, which I tweeted about, and I put down. So in case you hear like plow trucks going up and down, they're still trying to clean the snow off the roadway, which my grandfather was a little pissed that they weren't out there earlier, but then again, it's a state road that I live in front of, so yeah, they're not going to bother with us when they got highways, interstates, turnpikes, bypasses, all that fun stuff to get first. We're like dead last on their list. But anyway, it sounds like they got it from the sound of the cars here. But basically, I tried a hamburger helper. It was a cheeseburger, double cheeseburger, hamburger helper, and it was pretty good. But in place of ground beef, I did like a ground sausage. It was really good with that. I ended up eating the whole thing. I was planning to have some of it tomorrow for lunch, but when I polished off the bowl that I had, and I'm like, man, this was really good. My mom goes, well, you still have some left, and I go back in there, and I start putting some more into the bowl, and I'm like, I just lifted up the bowl it was in and just dumped the rest of it in the bowl, and I'm like, yep, it's mine. Now there isn't going to be any for lunch. Oh, well, I'll have a sandwich. I mean, it's just, it was that good. I'm not going to lie. I was drinking some Dr. Pepper because the store had it on sale. I got a Coca-Cola now that a friend of mine gave me that expires on Monday that I have to drink, which will be drunk in one day. I guarantee you I can drink a Coca-Cola in a day. It's a 2-liter, but I'm going to be nursing that the whole day. At least a good chunk of it anyway. But yeah, so that was my, that's how my week went so far, though. It's been dull, boring, uneventful, exciting, yawning, and everything else in between. So, yeah, but let me know how your weeks went in the comment section. And, oh yeah, before I forget, like, Arlo put out his video, I'm still here! I survived the Thanos snap! Okay, I got that out of the way. At least I survived it for now. We don't know if it's going to come back around again, but I survived it for now. But yeah, let's get into the podcast because we got a lot to talk about. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun podcast. All right, so GameStop is not, they're not doing well, basically. They are staring death in the face, and they may not be surviving longer than what people were originally giving them credit for. Because I know people were saying, hey, GameStop might survive like another X amount of years, or they might survive this and that. No, I don't think they're going to survive anymore. I don't think they're going to have the ability to survive anymore. They're kind of screwing themselves here. So what exactly is going on? Well, they had a piss poor holiday, apparently. They're not the only ones. A lot of retailers felt this massive middle finger for the retailing season. I mean, you had Target announce that they had sales that were down. A lot of places did not hit their goals for the holidays. I mean, I understand. A lot of people were buying stuff online, and a lot of people just didn't have the extra money this year. I mean, I barely had the money to get the gifts that I did get, and sadly, I know I was saying it about my, I was going to get my one buddy something for his birthday. I forgot. His birthday's on Tuesday, and I forgot entirely because of all the stuff going on for me with work, so kind of sucks for me. But with new consoles coming out at the end of this year, it's going to provide their much-needed boost for its stores, provided they can survive up until that point. And keep in mind, because the consoles that are coming out are the PS5 and the Xbox One X or S series or whatever the hell they're limping to the barn with. Yeah, they're not looking at something good here. And keep in mind, as well, GameStop basically said, hey, we're going to change ourselves up from being a strict video game-based store to we're selling merchandise. We're basically your video game version of Five Below here. And that's basically, I mean, they're selling t-shirts and everything else. Cause just keep in mind, Toys R Us announced that its third quarter sales in 2016 were down 2.2%, and then announced bankruptcy in 2017. With same-store sales down 3%, its prior quarter down 4%. So, I mean, I think that was just for GameStop, or for Toys R Us. But overall, sales for the quarter were down 25%. 25%. And GameStop still closing so many of its stores. It's still, Jesus, that's a hell of a lot. And I knew people that are still going, no, it's not closing up. GameStop will survive for the next 20 years. No, they're not going to survive at this rate another 6 months. It'd be like half a year. They'll be gone. It'll be freaking June. They'll have going out of business sales because they're going to try to get all the kiddies in there to get the last bits of gaming stuff that they have prior to summer vacation. Even Blockbuster's last desperate days back in 2010 when they were just praying that people would come in weren't quite as bad as GameStop's. I mean, granted, okay, Blockbuster kind of lost their edge massively. The Redbox killed them, and streaming services would have just finished them off. They honestly were just killed off prior to the massive streaming service boom. But at this point, GameStop is not going to survive. In all honesty, because let's not forget, they had this brilliant idea. Let's change up the Power Up Rewards card. Instead of it being the whole, oh, look, here, you're going to get like 5% or 10% off your game. No, you're getting like $5 a month to come in and spend at the store. That doesn't roll over, can't be accumulated. It's $5 a month and it's gone at the end of that month. It's idiotic. And with all the changes that they were making to try to keep themselves above water, I think they did more harm than good in regards to it. Sure, okay, close down underperforming stores. That's a given when a business is going under. You cut off the limbs that aren't working right. And I'm not trying to say like I know everything. It's just basic common knowledge. Okay, imagine the store is like your body, and all of a sudden, like your left arm is like a completely different color. It's like pitch black. I mean, we're talking black as the night. And the rest of your body is perfectly fine. Yeah, that's a problem then. I mean, if you can't feel it, if it's a completely different color, yeah, cut the thing off and keep the rest of the body alive. You can still survive by cutting off a few limbs. That's not a problem. And yes, it did happen a long time ago. In fact, it still happens nowadays too. But, I mean, this is just, at this rate, it's horrible. But I love this. Because the chief executive of GameStop is trying his damnedest to keep everybody positive here. Okay, it's the Xbox Series X. Wow! The Xbox X! Gee, I wonder what that giant X on the original stood for. As it wasn't, here marks where your games go. All right, but in a prepared statement, GameStop chief executive George Sherman had sought to reassure shareholders. Look, the company prepared for increased new revenue streams in advance of new console introductions for holiday 2020, when the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X arrive. That doesn't matter, though, and if you think about this, it doesn't matter when they're coming out. I mean, all of a sudden, you're banking on the PS5 coming out when it says it's going to come out, the Xbox Series X coming out when it says it's going to come out. But what you don't realize is that something could happen between now and then. And you're putting all of your eggs in the basket of when the PS5 and Xbox X come out, we're going to be in business. We'll be golden. We'll be good. We'll be fine. Massive revenue streams are going to come in. How do you know that the PS5 is going to have physical data? That it's going to be like physical discs or something. They could change up the design and go, nope, it's going to be streaming only. You got to download it. And all you're doing is buying the freaking console from you. That's it. Xbox could say the same thing. Or you could have, I mean, and they can easily change their minds, too. I know they're supposed to be disc-based, but they can change their minds. Or something could happen and they could have to delay both of those. You're banking on something happening at the end of the year and the year just started, and you're banking on this saving your asses. That's a problem. But don't worry, though. The company's share price took a dive. Now, this was as of Tuesday, I believe the 14th. Let me double check. Yeah, 14th, because my friend's birthday is the 21st, so yeah. On Monday, the stock was $5.58 a share. It dropped to a 17-year low of $4.59 a share, though it crept back up to $4.81 a share, and I'm curious now what it is as of tonight, Saturday. Let's see here. Typing GameStop on a good old Google search. And what do we get? We get it loading because I'm doing an update, and yeah, there's always fun with that. Okay, with download 100% update. Come on. All right, well, while that loads up, I'll have that going in the background. Let me go through the rest of this. So, basically, popular financial portfolio columnists are warning investors away. You know, don't go here. Don't do this, do that. Yeah, I would understand that. I mean, don't start chucking your money into a sinking ship. I mean, when the rats start fleeing the sinking ship, that's when you know the ship's going down. Okay, here we go. I think it's up now. Okay, still loading. All right, here we go. Okay. Okay, the stock price as of right now, as of 4 p.m. on the 17th, when the stock market closed here in the U.S., the stock price, GameStop's trading acronym is GME. That's pretty cool. It is $4.75 a share. Hey GameStop, I got $100 for you. How many shares of stock can I get? Here you go, Games. I'll give you $100 for some shares. Oh, no, I don't have to worry about it being worth anything. It's just going to be something to hold on to show to people 50 years from now. It's like, look, I had shares in a company that didn't understand what they were doing anymore. No, wait, better yet. I'll give you $50. Wait, what was it, $4.75? All right, shit, hold on. Let me pull up the calculator here and quick, because I can't do the 75 cents in my head here. And I forgot to put the calculator on my thing when I reset my... Oh, no, there it is. That's why I didn't do it right at the start. Okay, I figure out 475 divided by... All right, hold on. Let me quick take care of this so I can figure out... Okay, let me do this the other way then. That's 5. Okay, I can buy 10.5 shares of stock. I'll give you $50. I can. Alright, hold on. I'll give you $100 divided by 475. Oh, yeah, hold on. I should probably do $100 here. Divided by that, they'll tell me probably. Okay, I can buy 21 shares. I probably don't think that's right, but either way, look, I'll look. If the stock's this dirt cheap, what the hell? Here, I'll buy you $100 worth of shares. I mean, years ago I thought about getting shares in Coca-Cola, and I kind of wish I had. But at this point, GameStop, I'd rather just have it just to hold on to and go, look, no, you don't understand. This is worthless pieces of paper, but it's pieces of paper from a company that was once good, and it somehow turned themselves to crap. But despite Sherman's optimism, though, about the new hardware, the company's repeated reference to downturns at the end console cycles, its real problems are down to consumer behavior. Look, people aren't buying shit. A lot of games are digital only now, and a lot of people, they're not having physical copies. You can just buy the thing on the PlayStation Store, or on the Xbox Store, or on the Switch Store. You don't have to buy the physical copy, especially when freaking Pokemon is costing $60, and then they're charging you $30 for freaking DLC. I just get a kick out of this. And don't forget that they had their massive thing of you trade in the games, and then they would hike up the cost on the used games because they would make more money on them. Yeah, and that's the problem. But you also have, like I said, the downloadable games, which basically screws over their entire original market plan of you buy and sell games. I mean, okay, look, if they would have came up with a thing, hey, bring in your busted system to us and we'll try our best to fix it, they probably could keep themselves above water a little bit. Like, oh, look, we're certified, PlayStation 3 or 4 repair place. Bring in your busted PS3 and we'll see if we can fix it. We'll charge you a fee for it. And try to make some money that way. Because when the digital streaming thing hit, I think GameStop should have looked at this and said, okay, we're fucked. We're screwed. We know it. What we're going to have to do is simple. We're going to have to figure out a way to make some extra cash. How do we do that? Well, we're going to have to find a way, and I mean find a way to keep ourselves afloat somehow. But instead, they just screwed up again. I just don't know what to say anymore about it other than GameStop royally f***ed up, and they know it. Wholeheartedly, they know it. But yeah, if they, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. If they survive 6 months, it'll be a miracle. If they survive to the end of the year, it'll be a miracle. At this rate, I don't see him surviving another year. They're banking on the PS5 and the Xbox X to save their ass, and if either one of those systems gets delayed, or God forbid both of them, they're screwed. And they just don't want to admit it. And then you still have the drunk with power CEOs and the higher ups that are like, we are not screwed, okay? No, we're fine. And I guarantee you they're trying to, do this nice, calm, rationally. That's why I just said it like that. Nice, calm, and rationally. It's like, no, we are fine, okay? We are fine. We're not screwed. Yeah, you are. You're massively screwed. You're boned here at this point. It's basically the horse is dead. It just doesn't want to. People just won't stop beating it at this point. Hopefully things pick up for him, but at this rate, anybody here massive liquidations? Hey, I know of a GameStop location near me that'd be perfect for an Otaku store. If it ever goes out of business, I would be more than happy to open up an Otaku store if I could get the money up. That'd be cool. I could open up an Otaku store. Andrew's Otaku, or the Otaku Palace or something. And I could have my own business. Anyway, I'm salivating at my own dream here. I'm sorry. I'm salivating at my own dream. My apologies. But, so if GameStop survives to the end of the year, it'll be a miracle. Basically, flat out. There's not really much else to say. They screwed themselves, and they're looking for sympathy, and they're not going to fucking get it. At least not from me. All right, let's face it. It's the holidays. We all start the new year off with the resolution of, I'm going to lose weight this year. I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to exercise every day. I'm going to hit the gym. I'm going to, run 5 miles. And by week 3, you're sitting on a couch eating a box of Krispy Kremes. Well, I'm sorry. I probably just ruined some people's fantasies there. But, I mean, it's basically what it is. It does happen. But there are a group of people that are spending nearly 24 hours a day playing Ring Fit Adventure, with the only limit being how long their bodies are standing in. Now, look, I'm not going to lie here. Okay? I'd like to get healthy. I would like to lose some weight. I'm not going to lie. I'd like to be able to buy a pair of pants at Walmart and not feel horrible about it. Okay? I just recently bought the last 2 pairs of pants that Kmart's site had that fit me. And what does that tell you? The last 2 pairs they had, I bought. Okay? I'm a big guy. Okay? Weight losing for me is not something that's very simple and easy to do. I don't care what that doctor told me back in high school. No, yeah, well, middle school, high school, said I should, really try to consider it, but yeah, okay. That was for blood pressure, and yeah, either way, it still wasn't going to work. I was surrounded by idiots in high school, and you try spending a day in my life. But anyway, I digress. I'd like to lose weight too, but I'm not going to speedrun a freaking fitness game just to do it. But apparently on December 15th, a player in Tokyo, Japan, calling themselves, and I know I'm going to mispronounce this, Sakenyan, turned on their Switch and started playing the Ring Fit Adventure, Nintendo's terrific exercise game hybrid from last year. Yeah, sort of like the Wii U thing, of that Wii U fitness board, that some of those massive gyms were just going out buying 60 of those and sticking them in the gym for the spin classes and step classes. Like, here, we're just going to teach you with this. Now we can cut the teacher down. Now, look, everybody's going to play the game. All right, have a nice day, folks. And when they realize they can just buy the game themselves and play it at home, it's like, yeah, why am I coming here again? And there were some I did read up about that. But anyway, so for most people, though, a session of this lasts anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, which is usually what a freaking workout would last. Basically, depending on when you collapse into a pool of sweat, and then you just reach for the donuts and the soda and the giant thing of cake you got sitting there, the leftover Christmas cookies, your Christmas candy, what have you. You just reach for that, and there we go. But this person was not engaging in some light exercise, though. No, they were attempting to pull off the first ever world record speed run for this game. First off, this game apparently has a surprisingly long story mode, and you want to speedrun this. I don't mean to laugh, but even I think you're crazy. So apparently, this game will ask you if you want to stop every few minutes. Sort of like that one anime site that I was on years ago that asked you, after like 3 hours of binge watching, which was basically about 6 episodes or 8, well, no, it's about 6 episodes. It's like, we noticed you've been here for 3 hours. You haven't clicked off. Should we send help? Are you okay? And you actually had to type in a response into their system. I don't even remember what site it was anymore. It was just funny. Because I saw a meme that somebody had up, and it made me think of it. It was so funny. But apparently, this staggering feat took Sakayan a little over 18 hours to complete. Nearly a complete day of nonstop exercise. Now, apparently at times they took a moment to snack, they sipped some water, they took a bathroom break, so it wasn't a straight full through, but they were still, scrubbling through the speed run. And this is insane. They did one bathroom break during the marathon because the Ring Fit Adventure can't take the hit. It's like the game, you can't, they're forced to tell the game they don't want to take a break over and over and over again. 18 hours, 55 seconds later, defeated the game's final boss. Which, first off, how the hell does this game even have bosses? And you know what? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Walked over to the timer, clicked the stop button, and dabbed their face with a no doubt completely soaked t-shirt. And there is an entire video detailing this in the article, too, by the way, which is... Look, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this right now. You are by far the most... You have the greatest amount of endurance. You have a great deal of stamina. You have balls the size of church bells. I'm not going to lie. You would not catch me dead doing this. If I'm even getting paid to do this, you would not catch me dead doing this. You want me to basically play a game for 18 hours straight? I'll play a game for 18 hours straight. You want me to play a game where I have to exercise for 18 hours straight? I don't care if I'm getting paid $500,000. I'm not doing it. There is no amount of money in the world to do it. They performed a few stretches as the game's credits rolled. There was no big celebration, no fist pumping. Instead, Canyon, and I do apologize if I mispronounced that, sat on the ground and started scrolling through their phone. That's it. You just exercised for 18 hours. I would go, yes! Woo! I am the champion! Yeah! Yeah! No, nothing. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Okay. Apparently they tried to, apparently Vice, which is this website where I got this off, it actually came from Twitter, by the way, but you get the idea. They were unsuccessful in trying to contact the speedrunner. Hopefully they haven't died. Because, I mean, first off, that's insane. Like I said, balls the size of church bells, okay? Damn! Though they were playing the game on the easiest difficulty. The exercise intensity is set at 1. It's staggering. If somebody plays this out there on, like, let's say the maximum difficulty and you survive, not only do you deserve a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records, they should put down the one and only entry for this. No others will be accepted. You should get a freaking medal. You just get a medal. Just give them a medal. Give them a lifetime membership to a gym. Not to mention pay for the hospital visit, because I guarantee you they're going to be dead on their ass the minute they're done. I mean, look, I've been doing some exercises lately, and I get a little winded after a little bit of them. But again, I'm not a person that exercises all the time. But still, that's insane. And I mean, it's like full-on insanity. Apparently, though, somebody else attempted this, and it took them 19 hours, 30 minutes, and 11 seconds. 90 minutes more than Sakinyan. That's just, damn. I mean, damn. It's just, it shatters my mind. It boggles my mind. But the second attempt, though, the person went to the bathroom 5 or 6 times, tried to sneak in water, vitamin water, and a protein shake in between levels. One problem, they didn't drink enough water before starting the run, and eventually drinking the water during the run wasn't enough, made them tired. Not typical considerations required. For speed running. Now, when you think speedrunning, you think people sitting on a couch playing Mario Brothers or Chex Quest or Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild or, God forbid, Pokemon Sword and Shield, which you could probably speedrun in a freaking day and a half. Not even that. But yeah, no, I don't see, I don't think exercise game for speedrunning. But yeah, so basically, more power to you. You're insane, but more power to you. Look, like I said, I mean no disrespect or anything, but you have balls the size of church bells, for starters. 1. 2, you're insane. It's some level. You're nuts. To put your body through that, it's going to come back to haunt you. All of a sudden, you're going to be sitting there one day, and your body's going to tense up all of a sudden, and I could just imagine the conversation your brain's having with the rest of it. Please, don't crush the heart. We need it to survive. This is what it gets. 19 hours. I'm taking back control. I just kind of see a possibility of that happening. I mean, don't get me wrong. It might not, but still, it could. Bad stuff can happen. It just... More power to you. You're not going to catch me dead doing a speed run of an exercise game. That's for goddamn sure. Alright, so if you wanted another reason to feel sorry for the animators and the people behind the scenes on Pokemon, I have one for you. In a recent Otaku USA magazine article entitled Pokemon Anime Work Reportedly Pays Less Than Part-Time Convenience Store Jobs, you gotta feel sorry for them now. You really do. So Jin Orai, and I know I'm going to mispronounce that, and I apologize, an animator who's been working in the anime industry since 1997, so safe to say plenty of experience to back up a recent claim on Twitter. According to June, the Pokemon anime is one of the lowest paying gigs an animator can get in the industry. So low, in fact, that one would be better off seeking out a part-time job at a convenience store. So, for those of you out there thinking, okay, how bad is it? It can't be that bad. Well, apparently the Pokemon anime pays 4,500 yen, or about $42 or US 42 per cut of animation. A cut is a pretty nebulous term, so that could range anywhere from short bursts of animation to longer and more detailed sequences. Which is that's really sad, actually. Hopefully it's not 42 cents. No, 4,500 yen, so I'm assuming $42 then. So apparently, I'm just gonna call him June because I'm gonna call them June because I'm just gonna mispronounce this. I know it. It's Arai, by the way. Says, followed up with a very good question. The series is a hit, so who's ending up with the profits? There aren't any listed credits from the Pokemon series on Ari's resume, so take the above figure with a grain of salt, though. Still, it's well known that pay isn't always the greatest for animators in the industry, and hopefully this is something that will eventually change as more attention is drawn to the issue. Look, I'm not gonna lie. Animators make up a humongous part of the anime industry. You have the the storyboarders, the writers, and all that stuff. But the animators are the ones that take the story and bring it to reality. Okay, it's instead of taking it from 2D still, it's 2D motion. And if you're getting paid piddly ass wages, that'd be pretty sad. But okay, so $42 per cut of animation. So like if you had to draw, I mean, I'm gonna take a liberty here and assume something, if I may. And I know it's gonna make an ass out of me and you, but still, or you and me, but still, yeah, I know. Still, basically, so I'm gonna go with, so let's say you have 3 scenes of Ash. Let's say Ash chucks Pokeball, pulls out, enlarges and throws, and that's what they're gonna consider one burst. That's $42. Okay? Or, okay, that's pretty good for $42. I only draw 3 lines, or 3 things. That's fine by me. 3, maybe 6 panels, that's fine. But if we're going like, oh, you need to draw this massively long battle, it's going to be like 755, panels, or 755 little, like, cuts and that stuff. And at that point, I'm only getting paid $42? Yep. No. No. I mean, you will never hear me argue that if you do a massive amount of work, you should get paid good wages for it. If you do a short amount of work, no, you should not get paid the same amount that somebody that's doing 5 times the amount that you're currently doing is getting paid. You should not get paid the same amount. And that goes regardless of any stereotypes you want to throw there. If you're doing a job and you're doing, like, let's say person A has 18 years of experience and they're doing this, and this, and they have to get all of that done in the same amount of time that you have to get done this and this, and you have, less than, like, I'll even go with half the amount of experience that they have, so 9 years of experience that you have, so that's person B versus person A. Person B should not be getting the same amount as person A. Person A has the experience and is doing more work to back up the pay that they're getting. They're getting compensated for what they have to go through. Person B, I only have to do 2 things, but I should get the same amount as person A because I have to do 2 things and they have to do 6. It's not fair. So yeah, believe me, I kind of feel sorry for the animators at this point because it's like, really? Because, I mean, you get paid $42 per cut, 4,500 yen. So basically, if you have to draw this massive battle, you're only getting paid 4,500 yen. Really? For a massive battle that's going to be over in like 5 minutes and took me 6.5 months to draw, or 6.5 months to animate, and I'm getting paid 4,500 yen. Really? Yeah, I don't think so. No, my friend. No. I like I said, I feel sorry. I really do. There is some samples of Ari's work in the article then as well. 2007's Tengen Toppan Gurren Lagann, which is a really good series. 2010 Stardiver. And 2009's Needless. Never heard of Needless, or Stardiver, but I have heard of Gurren Lagann. It's one of my favorites, actually. But yeah, that's sad. So, in other words, if you can make more money working at a convenience store than for an anime that, one, is still going. But then again, based off of how Sun and Moon looked, I don't have as much sympathy for the animators because I want to know what the hell happened, why the art style changed dramatically. But First off, you're going for an anime that is still going today. Is a basic printing press of money. Is basically, you can chuck a Pikachu at a wall and it will just explode into cash. And you're paying the animators pittance to work in the kingdom. Wow! I don't want to work for you. I'm sorry. Did that come out insensitively? I meant that seriously. That's sad. I mean that. You will get no argument from me. That is horrible. And to think that a lot of animators just go uncredited too, because some of them, either they can't have their work signed, but they had to work for that extra money. It's sad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna argue it. It's horrible, and I do feel sad and sorry for them. Though, when it comes to the Pokemon Sun and Moon seasons, I want to know what the hell happened. You had it so beautiful in X, Y, and X, Y, and Z. It was so stunning and vibrant and beautiful. It was a massive step up from what the originals were. And you just go 100% backwards. Like, you just fell backwards, fell into a hole, and you're 6 feet in the crevice, and you're like, oh my god, I love this design. No. It was better the seasons before, and it just went to hell. I want to know why. I demand an answer to that, which I can never find, but I demand an answer to that. But otherwise, yeah, like I said, I feel sorry for him. I do. I mean, not as sorry as I would have prior to Sun and Moon, but with Sun and Moon, I don't feel as sorry for him, but I still feel sorry for him. But still, it is what it is, I guess. Alright, so unless you've been living under a rock for the last couple days, the final DLC character for Smash Bros. Has been announced. And it's Byleth? Byleth? Byleth. You know what? Who cares? It's another Fire Emblem character, and the gaming community is pissed about it. Honestly, I don't play Smash Brothers. I haven't played Smash Brothers since Super Smash Brothers Melee on the GameCube. I love that game. I remember the first time I ever played that, my one buddy invited me to a Super Bowl party that his church was having. And it was Mario themed. So I was like, all right, I went. And at the one point, I went into, because they had a gaming room set up where you could play a whole bunch of like Nintendo-based systems. And there was a GameCube, and I was taking the one person on in Smash Brothers on it. And I was just, I glitched the sword through the rock, okay? Let's just put it that way. And I was... It's kind of bad. He's got like all these people around him like, you're the greatest, you're the best, you can do it. And I'm just there butt mashing the A button and just going to town like, yeah, just slicing through the rock. And I'm having a blast. He's getting pissed because I'm just going to town on him. He's getting pissed. So then all of a sudden, it's like, all of the people around him like, dude, you gotta do something, man. You gotta do something. He's like, I can't do nothing. He's butt mashing me. I can't do nothing. He's butt mashing me. I actually had to pause the game just to catch my breath because I was laughing so hard. I had to catch my breath so hard. I had to just basically pause the game. And the guy's like, don't pause it. Get back in here. Get back in here. Take your whooping like a man. I was thinking to myself, wait a minute. I'm the one that's on the giving end of this ass whooping. You're the one that's on the receiving end of it. So after getting a couple deep breaths of air, I went back and finished him off, but then we ended up going to a tiebreaker and he knocked me out of the ring, so I lost. But it was just funny. And the whole time, I'm just sitting there then. After he blew me out of the arena, he's like, yeah, in your face, did you see that? In your face, did you see that? I was just like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, it was just a video game. I had my fun. I started thinking to myself, yeah, I had my joy out of this. I got my joy out of this. It doesn't matter to me. I had my fun. Uh, but anyway, that was the last Smash Brothers game I ever played. So without a doubt, I definitely want to say this. The new Smash Brothers character was announced, like I said, the DLC. It's Byleth or Byleth. Apparently, they'll come out on January 28th. Ironically, it's a Tuesday. Yeah. For $6. Yeah! But you can play as either the male or female Byleth using the multiple weapons from the most recent Fire Emblem game, Fire Emblem Three Houses. So, yeah, I would first off like to say that I am really upset that my name was not in for consideration for a Smash Brothers DLC character. I personally thought I would have made a good one. I mean, you could have had me just, in there butt-mashing people. I don't care what my power would have been. I could have just been like some super strong noob or something. I don't care. I would have respected that. But viewers were wondering, though, what type of character was going to be. Is it going to be another Mario monster like the Piranha Plant? Waluigi finally going to get in the game? Was it finally going to be Waluigi time? But no, it was Byleth. Yes, I like the Waluigi time. It's Waluigi time. Yeah. That's what I love. Was it going to be like Reggie Fils-Aimé? Nope. No. Just another Fire Emblem character. And they're pissed. The gaming community has just been throwing a fit about this, with it being split down the middle. Half so happy that the 5th DLC character's been announced, regardless of who it is. The other half going, my God, another freaking Fire Emblem character. And me just sitting on the fence watching both sides of the fields burn. Basically, it's like, I don't care. I'm just watching both sides burn at this point. But yeah, so it's basically give or take in this. But you do get, like, if you think about it, it's technically two characters in one. You can play as either the male or female version, so whichever one might be the better version of it, you don't know. One could be a little stronger than the other. One could have a little more speed than the other, a little better maneuverability. So one could be OP slightly over the other. You don't know. But with the large array of weaponry. So there is that. Sakurai said in the presentation that they'll be adding 6 new DLC characters to Smash this year. So there are some guesses. So 6 additional fighters will be joining. And one person has put up some guesses here. I can't tell who they are from the pictures. But I would, here's an idea. Me. Have Andrew as part of the DLC. Come on. I could pretty much, turn myself into the powers of any of the, randomly, one of the other combatants. Like, I could suddenly chuck a fireball like Mario, or have Donkey Kong strength, or shoot lightning like Pikachu. I don't care. Inhale shit like Kirby. I don't care. Fart like Wario. I don't care what it is. I can fart like Wario. I don't care. Maybe get Waluigi in on this for once. Let's make it Waluigi time, man. Come on, we want Waluigi time. But yeah, so personally, I have no gripes about this. I kind of thought the reveal trailer was pretty cool, but yeah, I haven't played Fire Emblem Three Houses. I haven't really ever played a Fire Emblem game to begin with, so I really don't even know who this character is. But I was just kind of bummed that I didn't get picked for DLC, and I kind of put that up on Twitter. I'm like, so I guess it just kind of my invitation got lost in the mail. I was hoping to kind of get that magical invitation, like, I'm going to be the next DLC character. Me! And by the way, I am joking here, by the way. I mean, I've never been in a video game. I am not a video game character. So it would kind of be stupid to have you in. Hey, we can have Arlo! We can have Arlo, the one that reviews all those Nintendo games. Arlo could be the next DLC character. There we go. We can have Arlo. Arlo the Blue Monster will be the next DLC. Yeah, Arlo the Blue Monster will be the next DLC character in Smash. There you go. What is Arlo's power going to be? I don't like this. Oh no, this is not good. Yeah, I don't know what to say. That'd be pretty cool. He just have like, just confuses people around him. Then all of a sudden they like walk the other direction, uncontrollably or something. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. Let's have Arlo's the next DLC. I don't know, but maybe next time. Maybe eventually there'll be a game made of me. Then I'll finally get some recognition and I can become a DLC character in Smash. Again, I am joking. I know I have no chance at hell of this. It's just one of those, I had to make fun of it because everybody was like, oh, who's the next DLC going to be? Is it going to be this character or this character or this character or this character? I mean, personally, I think it would have been cool if it would have been Sora. Because a lot of people were hoping it was going to be Kingdom Hearts Sora. That would have been pretty cool. Some were hoping it was going to be some other characters. I just had to jump in on the, hey, it's going to be, hey, maybe it's going to be me. Let's give me a shot. Or better yet, it's Waluigi time. That would have been so cool if they would have just announced Waluigi is in Smash. It's Waluigi time. Wow. It would have been cool. As I've watched too much Dorkly, sadly. I just have a blast with that. But yeah, so the 5th DLC has been announced. It's Byleth, coming out on the 28th for $6. You can play as the male or female version with all the weapons from the latest Fire Emblem game. Check it out, download the DLC, and support Smash Brothers because I have way too much fun making jokes at their expense. It's so cheap to do, and it's so much fun for me. Oh, I have too much fun with that. Alright, so if you were looking forward to playing the... What's this going to be, like the first part for Final Fantasy VII's remake in March, sadly, you're going to be waiting until April 10th. Yeah. Square Enix has announced that they are lightening the load a bit for the gamers that are going to be thinking that we're having a very busy March in gaming. Good news, your load's getting lightened to March to April 10th. And I apologize if you heard that beeping. That was my phone charging up. I just got a new battery for that this week, so I had to drain it dry a little bit. But anyway, still, it's a random podcast. Anything can happen. So basically, Yoshinori Kitase hopped onto Square Enix's website to relay a message to fans. Here's the message, and I quote, "We know that so many of you are looking forward to the release of Final Fantasy VII Remake and have been waiting patiently to experience what we have been working on. In order to ensure we deliver a game that is in line with our vision and the quality that our fans who have been waiting for deserve, we have decided to move the release date to April 10th, 2020. We are making this tough decision in order to give ourselves a few extra weeks to apply final polish to the game and to deliver you with the best possible experience. I, on behalf of the whole team, want to apologize to everyone, as I know this means waiting for the game just a little bit longer." End quote. Thank you for your patience and continued support. End quote. So, first off, you're managing to do something that even Game Freak didn't do. And granted, like I said, this is like the first part of this. We only gotta wait like about a month. But basically, you just have to wait like 5 weeks, 5-6 weeks. It's not gonna kill you. You've been waiting this long. What's a couple extra weeks, basically? So yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's actually kind of nice if you think about it. And they're actually taking the time and consideration, which means they looked at this and said, no, we got to polish this up a little bit. The fans aren't going to like it. It's going to be bad. It's going to be horrible. Something bad's going to happen. No, we have to make this perfect for them. Square Enix at least shows, hey, look, we care. And I know somebody out there is going to go, wait a minute, they half-assed Kingdom Hearts 3 because they tried to rush it out. Well, yeah, and I think they've learned from that mistake. It's basically, look, we pissed off so many people with that one, with the crappy storytelling, the fact that the gameplay was just abysmal. I did an entire rant video on the stuff that I didn't like about it. So what does that tell you? But yeah, as far as this is concerned, they are at least considering the fans. They're taking the time and effort to go, no, you know what? We screwed up pretty badly with some of our other games. We want to make sure that this one fits the mark, that this one hits the right chord, that fans, when they get this game, they go, we're going to, we love this, and we have to make sure this is perfect. So they're just going to delay it till April 10th. It's not like they're delaying it an entire year. They're just delaying it a few weeks. It's not a bad thing. Like I said, they're at least doing something that Game Freak refused to do. With Game Freak, it's, we're going to cut the Pokedex in half because we don't have the time, basically, to make individual sprites for every single Pokemon character. No. We have to cut that in half. We got to cut the Pokedex. Then it's proven that they're just copying and recycling the pixels and the sprites from previous games anyway, so it was basically all bullshit. Then you have the whole, no. Some of these aren't going to be allowed in there unless it's part of this region. We spent so much time and effort on this game that, it's just all the backgrounds and everything else. Yet, some of the animations for the battles sucked, and you have all that other crap. That didn't pan out well because they were focusing so much on Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing that nobody gave a rat's ass. Then there was the whole, we got to split up different stuff for each version of the game. And then when they announced DLC for it, it's like, here's 200 plus Pokemon. Some of the legendaries, or / all the legendaries will be back. Taking out, we knew that they were in the game's code because somebody had already found them. So that was total bull. And yeah, Square Enix is doing what Game Freak wouldn't do. And first off, Game Freak, if any of you from Game Freak are listening, take some good initiative with this and look and see what Square Enix is doing. And apply this to your own stuff. Okay? Because you came out with a half-assed game. The first actual Pokemon game for your console, because you weren't counting the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee game. So Sword and Shield was the first Pokemon game for the Switch, because they weren't counting the other one. That was basically a throwaway game as far as they were concerned. And they rushed it out because they wanted it in stores for the holidays. And look, Square Enix is bringing this out after the holidays, and they just made an announcement. Hey, look, we're going to bump it a few weeks. We want to polish the game up, make it perfect for the fans. We want this to be beautiful. At least Square Enix cares. You know what? I'm going to safely say this. If this was a company, if I had to choose between either siding with Game Freak or siding with Square Enix, at this rate, I'll side with Square Enix. I mean, they may have had some horrible decisions in the past. So I'll look at Kingdom Hearts 3 again. They may have had some really stupid ideas. I'll look at some of the Kingdom Hearts franchise for that, actually, and a few of the Final Fantasy games. But at least they have learned somewhat from their lessons and are willing to take some extra time to make a game good. They aren't trying to rush it out the door to make money. They are at least trying and putting some backbone into it. Unlike Game Freak, who, first off, took a franchise that was making a crap ton of money. I'm really sorry to make the comparison to this, but if you sit here and think about it, it's true. Square Enix is basically doing what Game Freak should have done with their own game. And Square Enix is doing it with Final Fantasy VII's remake. They're like, look, what we're going to do is simple. We're going to take the extra time. We're going to polish the game up. We're going to make it perfect. Which means that they were beta and alpha testing this, found a bug, and it's a bug that they figure, look, we delay it a couple weeks, we can fix the bug, and we can still make the shipment date. Right? Right. Good, let's do this thing. Or they're already in the process of fixing it, or have fixed it, and they're just implementing it now, double-checking and triple-checking that it's done, until they press it all, get them all wrapped up, boxed up, and shipped out. It would be after the release date, which would make sense. So if that's what it is, first off, they at least care enough to beta and alpha test their game to make sure that everything works. They're not just doing it based upon what they think will be good. They want to make sure that they deliver a game that is in line with what not only their vision, but the quality that the fans want as well. Take a lesson from this, Game Freak. You too can learn from this. Square Enix at least has the intelligence to go, wait, it's not perfect. We should make it perfect. Let's take it to the next level. Delay the game a couple weeks. We can fix this in a couple weeks. We can make it perfect. Polish this thing up. This thing can shine like a turd in the wind. We're going to make this thing beautiful. And they're going to probably do a good job of it. So, I mean, okay, you have to wait a couple weeks now to play it. To wait a few weeks. I don't think anybody's going to care. I mean, they're not coming out and saying, oh, look, we have to delay it because it's not ready. Or, oh, we got to delay it because we're having internal issues or there's a strike or something. They're saying that, look, it's not up to snuff for us. And if it's not up to snuff for them, it's not up to snuff for what they want from the game, that they want the game to be, then you know that they're panning out and they're planning a good game. Otherwise, they would have just said, no, here's the game, have fun, enjoy it. And they would just turn a blind eye to it. They know that this game has some bug or something that they wanted to iron out prior to releasing it, which is a good thing. I commend them for it. In all honesty, more power to you. I commend you for it. Still, Game Freak could take a lesson from this. Yeah, so you just got to have to wait till April 10th now to play Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. It's not like you have to wait an entire year. Alright, so back when Disney bought Fox, a lot of people were not the happiest about this. And honestly, I don't blame them. Not in the least bit. I don't blame them at all for this. And yeah, for damn good reason. Well, now their fears have come to fruition, basically. Disney has announced that they will be dropping the Fox name. They are going to be rebranding, will rebrand as 20th Century Studios and Searchlight Pictures. So instead of it being Fox, Searchlight Pictures, and 20th Century Fox, it will now be 20th Century Pictures and Searchlight Pictures. This is sad. Basically, Mickey Mouse has now killed Fox. Just buried it, took the hatchet to the back, and just ended it. The Don Mickey has finally took Fox out and snuffed him, basically. In a move at once unsurprising and highly symbolic, the Walt Disney Company is dropping the Fox brand from 21st Century Fox assets it acquired last March. The 20th Century Fox Film Studio will become 20th Century Studios, and Fox Searchlight will become simply Searchlight Pictures. On the TV side, however, no final decisions have been made about adjusting the monikers of production units 20th Century Fox Television and Fox 21 Television Studios. Discussions, though, possible name change are underway, but no consensus has emerged as of this article, according to a source close to the situation. So somebody in Don Mickey's camp's like, no. Don Mickey has not made any definite approval towards the television aspect of the Fox network as of right now. So Disney's already begun the process, though, of phasing out the Fox name. Email addresses have been changed for Searchlight staffers, with the Fox.com moniker address replaced with a SearchlightPictures.com address. The poster for Searchlight's next film, Downhill, the credits will begin with Searchlight Pictures Presents. The film will be the first Searchlight release to debut with the new logo. Call of the Wind, an upcoming family film, will be released under 20th Century banner sans Fox. So this is... Look, like I said, we knew that this was coming. This was like a no-brainer. Basically, Disney owns Fox. They wanted the monopoly. They have the monopoly. And, yeah, here's the thing. It happens. Shit happens. And the sad part is, we all knew this was going to happen. Disney did not just buy Fox for the hell of it. They wanted the monopoly on it. They wanted the MCU characters that they didn't have. But insiders characterize the change as rather inevitable. Disney's $71.3 billion acquisition of 21st Century Fox last March included the 20th Century Fox film and TV studios, but not the Fox Broadcast Network or Fox News, which remain part of Fox Corporation under the CEO, Lachlan Murdoch. Good old Murdoch. That automatically injected a level of brand confusion at odds with the highly differentiated divisions within Disney's ranks. And Fox Corporation has no reason to change its name. So, of course, Disney's going to basically, no. We are now basically 100%, we're changing the names ourselves. You don't want to change it? No, we'll change it. All of it added, though, up to specific associations with the word Fox in the media landscape that proved to be to Disney's scrupulous, maintained, family-friendly brand. Yeah. Like I said, who saw this coming? I think a lot of people saw this coming. It was just a matter of time before Don Mickey would snuff out Fox. It honestly was. And now it's finally happened. Don Mickey's taken Fox out back behind the shed and shot it right between the eyes, Old Yeller style. Don Mickey's just done it. The mouse has finally done it. He probably had Goofy do it, but, don't want to have his hands dirty. Let's throw Goofy in jail if that ever comes down when push comes to shove. But you get the idea, basically. Basically, it's Don Mickey. Don Mickey basically showed up there. I mean, keep in mind, originally Disney had their deals with Netflix and all through the Marvel brand, and all that stuff went out when Don Mickey went to Don Netflix. And it's like, Don Netflix is just sitting there chilling, counting money, and all of a sudden one of his cronies comes in. It's like, Don Mickey's here. Oh, God, not Don Mickey. Don Mickey. Don Mickey. What's it like over there with Disney, right? What's with the gun, Don Mickey? No. Look, we're fine. Your shows are doing so good. Where are you going with them? Why are you taking them away? No, Don Mickey, please. No, Don Mickey, don't. No, please. And then, they were gone. And then, now you have Fox, where it's basically, once again, you have Fox, 21st Century Fox, Fox Searchlight Pictures, and there's Don Mickey again, and it's basically the same concept, only this time they're just taken out back and shot. That way they can go, oh, look, we fixed it now, problem solved, and here we go. Yeah, so it's sad. It sucks. Not entirely unexplained, not entirely uneventful or inevitable. It was inevitable, but still, yeah, shit happens, and this definitely proves that Disney has some type of a master plan. They want their monopoly, and come hell or high water, they're gonna get it. I mean, they have Disney Plus, so they're trying to take over the streaming services. They have Fox, Marvel, Lucasfilms. I think they still have some Pixar stuff left, but don't quote me on that one. They're trying their damnedest to get their monopoly. They want the monopoly. That's what they want. They want the whole monopoly board. But see, the problem is that there's a couple spaces on there that everybody has to eventually avoid. Like, you'll eventually go over the spot that says, collect $200. You eventually end up going past go, collecting $200. Everybody has to do that. Unless, of course, it's go to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Stuff will happen, and at some point, it's basically going to be, what is it going to be, what's going to happen, and so on and so forth. But Disney dropping the Fox name, they couldn't have just come up with a better idea than, we're just going to drop the Fox name entirely. I mean, that's an iconic logo with this. It's like, no, we bought it. It's ours. We don't want it to be associated with them anymore. It's ours. Disney's like a spoiled child. It's like, it's ours. It's ours. We're going to have it. We have it. We're rebranding it. It's ours. It's our puppy dog. We're going to name it something. It's going to be Sparkles. That's what it's going to be called. It's Sparkles. It's a rat. It's Sparkles the puppy. It's basically what it is. It's like they have this rat And they're holding the rat like it's a lost puppy dog. It's like, we're going to have this is our puppy dog. We're going to name it Sparkles. It's a rat. It's Sparkles the puppy. It's basically what it is. But yeah, this is a sad moment, basically. So more information to this will probably come out, definitely. There is a lot in the article, courtesy of Variety. So if you get a chance, check out the article. It's in the description. But yeah, this is huge. It's very big. Because now, is this going to basically wipe the slate clean of 20th Century Fox's flunders in the movie genre, or is it going to basically not? And it's going to be like, well, it's an entirely new ball game. It's a whole new thing. And what happens to all those old ones? Well, I mean, are the licenses still going to be good? Are they going to be copyrightable? Stuff like that. Who am I kidding? Disney's powerful lawyers can give Cartoon Network a run for their money. Who am I kidding? Yeah, those things are going to be, whew. Hey, they'll be protected under the Disney moniker. Hey, you want to have our movie? Don Mickey says it's going to be 50 G's a second. Yeah, that's right. Start paying up. Yeah, that's not it's not going to be good. Okay, so for what I like to call the funnier side of something stupid, this is going to be a fun story to tell people years from now at parties. Is a great idea. A Utah man in Sandy, Utah, was locked inside of a 24-hour fitness. Now, I know you're asking yourself, how in the hell do you get locked in a 24-hour fitness? How do you get locked in a place that's supposed to be open for 24 hours, right? Well, sadly, it's very simple. How simple is it? Extremely simple. So what ended up happening was, after a workout at a 24-hour fitness late Saturday night, a Utah man found himself locked inside. Apparently, unbeknownst to the poor schmuck by the name of Dan Hill, according to the article, unbeknownst to him, the hours of the 24-hour fitness changed in December, and it was no longer open 24 hours. Hill, an animation teacher at a school, at night he works out at the gym. After finishing his swim, he went to leave, but he couldn't leave. The doors were locked. He went to the front door and tried to open it. This is locked, he said. After making some phone calls to friends and family about what to do, Hill called 911. I love this part of the story. This is my favorite. So quotation marks. So I called dispatch, and the guy pauses for like 10 seconds and says, "You're where?" And I said, "I'm in 24-hour fitness, and there's an alarm system here, and I don't want to get busted for breaking and entering," Hill said. In the meantime, he posted on Facebook saying, "I'm literally locked inside 24-hour fitness right now. They closed the doors and went home while I was swimming my laps in the pool." I just thought it was funny at the start, you know. It was kind of like Home Alone. Like, oh my gosh, I have this gym to myself. Yeah, it'd be a nightmare for some people. Spending more than an hour inside what Hill thought was a 24-hour gym, he posted a photo to Facebook saying 3 officers freed him. Hill said he didn't know his experience would go viral and said it's a funny memory he won't forget anytime soon. Neither will I, or anyone else for that matter. On the front doors of the gym, a manager said the company changed their hours at some locations nationwide, and there's one of them. The sign says the gym now closes at midnight and reopens at 4 a.m. So, she got locked inside of a gym. First off, whoever was closing up didn't do their job. So you honestly are not at fault here in any way, shape, or form. They should have came to you. They should have saw you. They should have did a walk around and make sure nobody was in the building. And not just taking it at face value like, well, it's midnight, I'm going home. Bye! No, they should have did a walk around, make sure nobody was there or anything else. I mean, we do that where I work at. When I was doing night shift, we had to do a walk around and make sure there were no other customers still in the store yet. If there were, we had to politely tell them, hey, you have to, the store's closing up. We're closed. You got to take your purchases and get out. Basically, you have to do it in a nice way, but you have to leave. So first off, they should have easily, and I mean easily, done a walk around and found him. 1. 2, they should have had somebody that everybody that's coming in alerted them, hey, you do realize that our hours, I mean, I don't care if it was put up in, like, on December 1st and it's been up for a month. Keep reminding people for at least 2-3 months, then that way it'll sink into their heads, oh yeah, shit, that's right, this place closes at midnight. Okay, thanks for reminding me. Because they're going to think, okay, I can just keep going. Yeah, I can go whenever the hell I want to go. No. Yeah, I'd feel the same way. Okay, look, I didn't know it closed at midnight and reopens up at 4 a.m. Now, I did not know. What, they would have came in at 4 o'clock in the morning, they would have found him, they would have thought he broke in and arrested his ass. It's like, I didn't break in, I was in here all night, you locked the door, you locked me in here. I mean, first off, it's hilarious. I'm not going to lie. But second off, and there is a entire video of this too, and pictures up. You can find those. Damn, it's just hilarious that, I mean, seriously. But yeah, they should have did a walk around to that gym to make sure that he was out. They should have did a double check to make sure there were no other people inside other than employees. They just did not do their job, which you can't be held responsible for. So, I mean, it's just hilarious in the long run, but still, holy crap! You're locked inside of a gym. You're locked inside of a 24-hour gym, which is no longer 24 hours. You should change your name. It's basically the, just call yourself Fitness Gym. Drop the 24-hour shit, because you ain't 24 hours no more. It's Fitness Gym, basically. If you close from midnight to 4 a.m., that means you're 20 hours. So you change it to 20-hour gym. 20-hour fitness. You know what that means? You're open for 20 hours. Yeah, 20-hour fitness. Yeah, you feel the burn there? That's 20 hours worth of fitness and a 4-hour break, because we close for 4 hours from midnight to 4 a.m. I mean, I can see there are a point that they were getting like a lot of customers, but, you know, have a couple signs up everywhere, not just on your front door. You know, oh, you have it on the front door. I figure everybody's going to see it. Put a couple signs up everywhere. Notice to all gym members, just to let you know, our hours have been changed. We will be closing at midnight and reopening at 4 in the morning from now on. Please be aware of this. Sorry for any inconvenience. Thank you, management. You know, post them everywhere so people can see them. Don't be afraid to think, oh, that's going to annoy the crap out of people. No, because then you can point it out to the stupid people that may be walking around there at like 2 in the morning because, like this poor guy, you locked them in, only they knew and figured, hey, this guy got locked in. We're going to do the same thing. We can rob the place. No. The police should have did their jobs. Management should have had more signs up than just the one on the door. Yeah, should have been having the employees tell everybody, reminding them constantly. Anybody that's just walking in is like, hey, don't forget, we're closing up at midnight, and we open again at 4 in the morning. Just to remind everybody. I know they're going to seem like it's annoying after a while, but it'll get drilled into their heads. They'll remember it, and then you don't have to tell them anymore. But I feel sorry for the guy. I do, because he got locked into the gym, had to call the cops, and they probably thought, oh my God, this guy's breaking in. It's the dumbest criminal in the world. All right, I got the handcuffs ready. Let's do this. Then all of a sudden it's like, no, I was in here swimming laps, and they locked the door on me. I didn't know they were closing for the night. It's a 24-hour gym. When did they change their hours? Oh, put the handcuffs away. We don't need those. But this is still funny. I'm not going to lie. I find this hilarious. So, yeah, for those of you out there wondering, that's how you get locked in a 24-hour fitness gym. You just go in there after they change the hours, swim some laps in a pool, and pray you get the stupid employees that night. I don't know what the hell I hope somebody lost their job for that. I mean, that could have been a serious situation. I mean, he could have had like a medical condition. Something could have happened to him. He could have been like a diabetic or something, not had his insulin with him, and then all of a sudden, flat lines on the floor. All of a sudden you walk in the next morning, you got a stiff right there on your plush foam tiles. It's like, didn't you guys check last night? Make sure nobody else was in here? No? Oh, shit. Bad. Yeah, that'd be bad. But anyway, that's what I like to call the lighter side of things. I got a kick out of it. I'm sorry. I got a humongous kick out of it this morning. So that was my good joke of the day. Alrighty, folks, that's going to pretty much do it for me this week on the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. And, yep, that's it. I'm clocking out for the night. I'm done like dinner. Sayonara, goodbye, good night. I am done like dinner for the night. Don't forget, if you have questions for the monthly Q&A video, I am planning to record that, though I'm just trying to figure out now when. Because, like I said, I have to work on the 28th. I have to be there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm working till whenever the hell that gets done. So I'm gonna be shooting, I guess, for to either record it on the 25th after the podcast or on the 26th. I don't know which yet. So please have, you know what, I'm just gonna do it this way. That way I have it said either way. Please have all of your questions in by this coming Friday, the 24th. That's right. Have all your questions for the January Q&A in by the 24th. If you could, please, that would be so very grateful of you. Because I'm going to try to record on either the 26th or the 27th and try to put it up on the 28th, 29th, or 30th, somewhere in there. So, all depends on what my schedule is, but there is that. So, please have all the questions in by this coming Friday at, well, basically midnight on next Saturday. So, midnight on the 25th. Like 12 a.m. going into the 25th. So, if it's like 12:01 a.m. on the 25th, I can't take any more questions. So, yeah, there is that. You can just leave them in the comment section. Just put down parenthesis Q&A. I'll know it's for the Q&A video. Like I said, you can ask anything. You know my rules. Nothing religious, nothing political, but anything else, fair game. But yeah, that's pretty much it then this week for the podcast. Don't forget to check out the other videos here on my channel. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. This podcast thrilled you. I do it every week. It's just usually not as much fun. It's usually not. But yeah, so basically, hit the thumbs up button if you liked it, thumbs down button if you want me to go to hell. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes. This has been the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast, and I'm clocking out for the night. Backtracks USA is calling me, and so is my sweet, sweet bed and my pillow. And it's time that I basically slip in beneath the sheets and slip my head down on top of that sweet, sweet pillow that I call home. Good night, everybody, and until next time, see ya!